And welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. I am Nomir. I hope everyone is having a good week. So last week we came into the Cursed Woods because Toma told us that it had been inhabited by frogs. Ow. So we're gonna come here, look around. Who's there? Oh, look! It's Glenn. 'Tis thee, Nomir. Thou art here to practice thy skill in swordplay. What? The king hast been injured. I see. 'Tis nary a thing I can't do. Please be on thy way. Well, that was certainly uneventful. So I bring usually I start telling you about how my week has been, and in all honesty, my week has been horrible. It's been boring and really have nothing to talk about. Alright, talked to him last week. My son's legendary hero must have been all that oatmeal, and to think that I'm his father. So instead I wanted to talk about we were also told about that the hero had gone to the mountains for a weapon. I want to talk about an idea that a friend of mine had years ago. Okay, Mirage Hand. Okay, so it's misread what it was that I knew I saw the word Mirage, but I didn't quite read it properly. When I was in high school, I think Majora's Mask was the most recent Legend of Zelda game released at the time. And a friend of mine had this idea for a Legend of Zelda game. This is a terrible place. You'd best run away while you can. So the I was thinking about this idea while watching a video about Legend of Zelda, and I think the overall concept would really lend itself well to the Breath of the Wild engine and assets. But essentially the idea was a compressed timeline. I remember a little bit of details that essentially time's been compressed. You have 3 different versions of Link and 3 different and like different age groups, like child Link, adult Link, and then a third one. I think the Fierce Deity Link was the third form. And then you had a shadow version of all three of these. I don't know where I'm going suddenly. There was a time system, and like I don't remember enough of his idea to really be able to explain it, but I've built my own story off of that. The idea that I've had from there is, excuse me, a little bit of water, is that we actually start the game in the middle of, well, a cutscene at the end of a dungeon where the link of the era for that the game is focused on is in the middle of a fight when he loses, but he doesn't get killed. He gets deflected out. He's sent out of the he is sent out of the palace through a window, crashes, his shield and his sword break. And he has to climb back to the top of this tower, dungeon, whatever. But in order to try once again to stop what the person at the top is attempting to do. You learn the basics, get another shield, another sword, and you get up there. You defeat you believe you defeat the enemy, but at the same time it triggers what they were trying to accomplish, and it compresses the world, 3 different eras of the world. And by compressing these 3 different eras of the world, you completely reshape the map. And all 3 of the good links are supposed to work together. But Fierce Deity Link is a jackass. He wants to do everything on his own. Like Ocarina of Time, you're going to have you'll have to switch between each of them in order to complete everything. But you may also have to switch between light links and dark links. I know the idea of playing a Dark Link is weird, but think of playing one of the Dark Links as being Wolf Link. Obviously we've got a day-night cycle with Breath of the Wild, and this could be utilized by the fact if you go to certain areas as a specific link at the proper time, whether it be specific time of day or specific time of the week, then you would end up getting a cutscene that will unlock something else. I think one in particular mentioned all of the links seeing something across a canyon that none of them can cross. Fierce Deity walks up, grabs Child Link by the hair, and just literally throws him across the canyon into the dungeon. Something like that. Obviously the primary focus of the storyline would be trying to trying to undo the time compression. If anyone's wondering why I keep making a point to hit him with Flame Toss before I start attacking, the Ogan is essentially a goblin with a hammer. That hammer makes it impossible to deal like 1 or 2 damage. Maybe 10 if you're really high up per attack. But if you burn the hammer, he turns into a normal goblin and you can take him out as you normally would. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with Flame Toss. And since once the hammer, all it takes is any fire spell to take out the hammer, and then once you do that, I can kill him in 1 hit. I don't see the point in wasting the magic points for a full fire spell. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, there's still a lot that I haven't quite figured out as to what I would like on that, what I think would work overall for the meat of the story. Just like all I really have figured out is starting and general setup and the primary goal of the whole thing. And I think that each link should have their own health bar, health meter, group of hearts, whatever you want to say, their own ideas, for their own weapons and items that they can use. Some may be interchangeable. That is not where that was supposed to go. But for the most part, they would all be unique. And if anything does have to be used between them, instead of doubling it, then just initiate trading between the 2 characters, I think would work better. Unless, of course, you add puzzles where you need both of them to use the same item in order to, at the same time, to activate it. I'm thinking compression could go far enough back to pull up Demise, some maybe a present form of Ganon and a future form of Ganon. Or perhaps this time compression can create what we expect, can be what actually triggers Demise to become the force of evil that we know from Skyward Sword. Somewhere between some version of demise before the war against the goddess Hylia. I mean, obviously, other people would have their own ideas on what to do with this. This is just me throwing out ideas on something I would like to see. Crap, that was not intended. That is the wrong place to do that. Alright. Oh, well, everything should be, still gone anyway. Except for those two sharpening their swords. They always come back, and this bird always triggers them. I'm not really sure what else to say at the moment. That's all the ideas that I have on that Legend of Zelda game. But you know what? Comment question for this video. What do you think about my story, and what kind of details would you add or modify? Okay, quite a few texts. I believe I said last week that spin cut should say spine cut. Alright, this is where I meant to jump. Okay, silver earrings and silver stud. Both are interesting accessories. Let me find them down here. Okay, so silver earring will increase your maximum HP by 25%. Golden earring, which I will find later, will do the same thing by 50%. Silver stud will cut the use of MP by 50%. Gold stud later will do the same thing, I believe, by 75%. And see, these are things that I like using. Let's see, who's got the... I'm gonna go ahead and give her the earring. That jumps her up to the to having the highest amount of HP, and I'm going to give her the silver stud for right now. I'll be changing these up periodically as we go. Okay, now I don't have to jump down again, and if I'd have been paying attention to what I was doing, I would have only had to jump down once. I opened my own Discord server the other day, and this is actually the first video I've uploaded since I opened it. Originally, my motivation was entirely different for opening it, but that motivation is gone. But I like the idea of having it, so. Mountains are nice. This is the life. Mountains are nice. And you're nosy. Here, take this. Magic tab. I don't think I missed it. I believe there's another tab coming up. Should probably shelter. Magic tab. Let's go ahead and save again. Alright, I will have I do have the link to my server down in the description. Gold suit. Okay. Yeah, kind of stuck fighting all of these regardless, so... Okay, all of them are goblins, so I don't have to worry about fire. Now deal with him. Oh yeah, he's not gonna let us go up and yeah. Fun. Yeah. Since I've got two, rather than using two spells, I'm going to get rid of their hammers and at the same time. Come on. Stop. Are you here for the Masamune? Yes. Thought so. Wait a second, okay? Oh, big brother. Where are you, Masa? But is it Mune? Not again. So you want to get a name for yourself by grabbing the Masamune? What a buffoon. Humans are so silly. It's how you use the sword that's important, not who owns it. You can't even understand that something that simple as that. That's why you're human. What should we do? The usual. Test them. You can entertain us for a while. Alright, here we go. Whoosh. Okay, so they have an X strike counter attack. Oh, chaos. Chaos is like confusion. Ah, well, that's going to undo this. Alright. Part muscle and Mune or blah blah blah. Mune, they're pretty tough. Only Cyrus made it this far. What should we do? This time, it's for real. Alright, this is it, Masa. Yeah, we mean business. With Masa's bravery. With Mune's knowledge. Two become one. Okay, I didn't mean to put that on herself. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Ooh. Alright, well... Alright. I'm gonna have to try this fight again next week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, link down below. You can support me on Patreon, link down below. Find my Discord channel, linked down below. Look forward to seeing you. Don't forget to check out Blast. You can join the Blast Discord channel by going to my mission reviews or the Blast playlist, and find a link in any of those video descriptions. I will be back for a mission review video tomorrow. And I am thinking about making my random retro videos a daily occurrence. I'm not sure yet, but if I do, you'll be seeing those in your notifications if you've got that bell icon clicked. But until next time, I am out. Later.